Just hear in the background.
Mhm.
Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Bergen-Belsen, the concentration camp that started as an exchange camp. If you'll follow me to the entrance, we have a guided tour of science. Welcome to Bergen-Belsen. Before we start, a lot of the buildings are empty because we didn't have enough time to fill them. Anyway, welcome to Bergen-Belsen. Around here you can see the camp offices. Notice that you can go behind here and the files are back here. There is a flower. Very nice blue flower. And storage, where they would probably keep the other top secret files. Over here we have a hospital. This would be most likely the type of hospital that they would put in for the SS, not the prisoners. Over here we have the workshop. Notice the crafting / workbenches and the anvils that you could use to pound tools. And some more storage area. If you'll follow me, we have all the other SS buildings and the watchtowers. Obviously they didn't want people getting out of the prison through the SS part. Otherwise that would just crumple their reputation. This way we have on our way to the large camp. Notice. Over here, which we'll just take a cut across the grass, we have prisoner barracks. This would be where they would sleep and where they would be put during the period in which they would be tested, no, not really tested, but checked over to see if they were fit for working or if they should go and be killed. Now, off to over here we have the other different prisoner barracks. We have one that's, this would be what the average one would look like, especially with, notice, it's wooden beds. That's what they had for the prisoners, because they were awesome like that. Now, if you'll follow me over to our potato patch, they had a potato patch over here for food, and you know, you don't want them to starve. And over here we have the crematory, the crematorium and the mass graves, of course. On the front of the crematorium we have, if you working lights, and of course and now we'll go over. This would be where they would just drop all the bodies, pretty much, not really care much. This is the tent camp, which was one of the worst probably situations you could be in, other than the actual star camp, which is where the Jews were, which we will actually go see that in a bit. But over here we have the way through the tent camp, through the small camp, which was the large camp and the small camp are both women's camps. Bergen-Belsen is mostly a women's camp, but this would be the small camp, And over here we have the different cookhouses. Most of these gray buildings are cookhouses, and you can see over here they had water in places for the prisoners to get water and stuff from. Over here we have the Star Camp, and this would be where the Jews would go. Now, the buildings wouldn't necessarily be this color, they most likely be a dirty, rotting wood, but for color coding reasons and to help notice which ones would be which, you might be noticing these are different colors. That's because this is the Hungarian Jews camp. Now, if we go over to this place, we have the special camp. And follow the, well, I guess if you're looking over here, we have the neutral camp, which is over here and stuff. And if you'll follow over to here, whoops, we have the prison camp, which would be where they would keep the POWs. So obviously they didn't get very many. They got a lot. I mean, in general, they just didn't always keep them alive, I would say. Over here, this is some of the SS buildings and stuff. You can come check out a singular watchtower by itself, go inside of it, see how it provides cover, but also great aerial view. Then if you'll come out this way, we can check out the, drumroll please, SS barracks. This would be where the soldiers would sleep. Notice they each had their own personal chest, had a nice warm heating unit, aka fireplace. Very luxurious, had paintings, very, very luxurious. Then up here we had extra storage for weapons and grenades and other stuff. And going down. And this concludes our journey of Bergen-Belsen. Da-da!